Well, remember, I had brought up the reason why Royce dissed Yelawolf.
They're saying that that's
in
not
our interview.
True. Because a bunch of people tried
Well-
to say that's not true. That wasn't. I had people DMing me. I know these guys. That wasn't true. What Vlad said. So, do we have a new story, or was that it?
Well, I'll put it like this, okay? I spoke to Royce after the interview. Me and Royce have had a good relationship for a long time. I spoke to Royce, and it was a private conversation, so I'm not going to say what we spoke about, but I can tell you this. Has he publicly
Said
spoken
Vlad was bugging.
and said Vlad is not telling the truth?
Nope.
Vlad is bugging. Vlad is way off.
Nope.
All this stuff that Vlad is saying
Nope.
did
I
not
didn't hear
happen.
him say that.
He did lots of interviews after that came out. That question was asked. He's on social media actively. Has he denied it?
Can I just say that Royce has been sounding a lot like Lord Jamar lately? With some of the things he's been saying as far as like white privilege and racism and all kind of shit. I'm like, is this Royce right now? Like, I love it though. Come around, brother. I'm with you. Come on board, bro. Because maybe shit like that help him see.
Well, I think that ultimately when you have these types of discussions or conflicts or however you want to frame them, and you have two people coming from opposite ends, the more these things get discussed, both people start to come together and moderate, see the other person's point to a certain degree.
These are revelations.
And they kind of come towards the circle, towards the middle a little bit.
You have revelations like, you know what? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Hang on. Now I see what this motherfucker was talking about. Maybe he wasn't so, you know what I mean? Listen, I'm all with.
Hey, shout out to Royce. Me and him have always been cool.
I really have enjoyed some of his newer interviews that I've
there you go. Here it is. This is an interview on Vlad TV where Jamar is speaking positively about Royce.
Well, I never talk negatively about Royce.
You've had some negative stuff that you've said about Royce. 100%.
Not really.
100%.
After he came at me. This all.
But you still said it. You still said negative things about him, regardless of what led up to it.
Well, I just had to. Okay, whatever. I don't want to backtrack, but
no, we don't have to backtrack.
Say nothing negative about him. I just had to put some things in perspective. That's all.
Both of you guys have said negative stuff about each other. I have spoken to both of you individually about it. From what I understand, both of you are open to eventually having a conversation about it. Maybe I could broker that at some point. Maybe I can't, whatever. But at the end of the day, I respect both of y'all. And it seems like some of the stuff that Royce is saying is similar to some of the stuff that you've been saying. Not about Eminem, of course, but about other people. So that's what it is. And I think it's cool. I'm here for it. Like when I heard the story about Yelawolf and his people using the N-word around a black kid and telling him that he just needs to accept it and that's just rock and roll or whatever else. Like, nah, you don't need to accept that. You don't need to be speaking like that. And the fact that you have a black wife and black kids on top of that is like that's what you're trying to put out there.
They always pull that out to say he can't possibly be racist because he has a black wife and black children. And to that I say, so did slave masters had black children and all of that, but they still would sell them off and beat them and kill them and all kind of shit like that. So what the fuck does that matter? Like that doesn't prove anything.
Yeah, man, I'm not rocking with Yelawolf after what I heard. And like I said, for anyone who says that I'm a liar or my information is wrong, until you hear Royce say that what I'm saying is wrong, all y'all need to shut the fuck up and sit down. How's that?
Agreed. I concur, Vlad. I concur.